Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shelves, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I flip every aisle, don't care what it takes. For that rare chase piece, I'm raising the stakes. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got them all. Stacked up high, every hero, every ball. Every line, every way, from the past to the new. It's a bond, it's a crew, we're the real Toy Zoo. Tear it through the packaging, no hesitation. Each piece, a reminder of dedication. We'll call it a phase, this ain't just a trend. These figures got history, they're my closest friends. Action Figure Alliance, we're staking a claim. Battling for grails, don't care about fame. From the base of the shelves, we're making a stand. This is our world, you don't understand. Paint them, pose them, fix them up right. Customs in the works, we go all night. From the rarest grails to the dudes out finds. Each one's got a story burned in our minds. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. We're playing no games. From legends to villains, yes, yeah, got them all. We're after legends and stories untold. Alliance forever till the end of the line. This is our mission, this is our prime. From legends to villains.
Hey, what's up? This is Mython the Python, and I joined the Alliance.
Howdy folks, it's Cato from Cato's Collection, and I've joined the Alliance.
What's going on, everyone? I'm 10 Customs, and I've joined the Alliance.
Hey, it's Sean.
It's Aubrey. I'm Brenda.
And we're Strut Family Crafts, and we've joined the Alliance.
I'm Travis Moody from A Toy Kind of Mood, and I joined the Alliance.
I'm KJ, aka Black Genghis, and I've joined the Alliance.
Hey guys, I'm Laserpants, and I've joined the Alliance.
And here the Alliance is.
What's up, everybody?
Yo. We got a fun one tonight, man. Oh, yeah, exactly.
We had a great time.
We did. A lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to show off. Some surprises, some good times were had for sure. So, man, tonight we've got a full one. So we realize that this is, getting into holiday weekend territory and stuff. So we're happy you're spending some time with us and looking forward to hanging out with you and just, sharing some of the good stuff that we experienced over the weekend and, some of the other things that have been happening. We've got, we've got plenty of new hotness, as you can imagine, coming back from a toy convention.
A ton.
Plenty of new hotness. We've got, I've at least, there's a good amount of Take My Money between the two of us.
Right.
We've got some fantastic photos. We got a shelfie. Man, it's going to be a packed one. It's going to be good. And then next week we have Patrick Thomas Parnell of Riot Press is going to be on the show. He's currently got his Kickstarter going on for American Ninja X. And this dude's got a couple of successful Kickstarters that he's got in his back pocket. And he's also going to be in the future working on Titanium Toys.
Nice.
Or what is it? Titanium Titans, yes.
Right.
Toys, everything's toys.
Yeah.
Which looks really awesome to me. So I'm excited about that one. And I think he'll be a cool guest. He's an artist. He's a creator. He's done all sorts of stuff. He's had his hands in the toy game for a bit. So yeah, that'll be exciting.
We talked to some cool people at Retro Toy Con, some regulars. We saw Abby there, and Ish and Ryan and those guys. Saw some some regular NC Underground people. Met some people that they're from North Carolina. We're from North Carolina. We started a conversation. Talked to the Attorney of Dreams people. They were awesome. Talked to Ryan from Toy Federation. It was awesome hanging out and talking with him for a few minutes, and we had a great time. So we'll tell you all about it here tonight.
We will tell you all about it. We will. We got quite a bit of show to go over, though, with that being the case. And I think we're going to dig right into some... come on, that graphic's hilarious.
He's proud of that graphic, man. It does look cool.
It just makes me laugh. It was like Michael Bay inspired. I was like, let's just do explosions and shit. So yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Start us off. Show us what you order.
Okay. Let me get over there. We've got
grab a drink.
Yeah, this should be good. Let me go ahead and share. First off, we've got there's quite a bit of stuff. And all of these are in a weird order. All right, let's start with Chapow. All right. So these are, the next hot turtle set. As if we needed more. But this is Memory Toys, aka Medi Toys, aka something else, Ling Ji-hoon. I'm not sure why they're not calling themselves Medi Toys with this release, but these things look awesome.
Lots of accessories. That looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, and they've even got like torso cut, so you get even more articulation than you normally get out of turtles. So currently on 5K, Raphael and Leo are up for order. Let's see what kind of more pictures.
And these are 1/12 scale?
These are 1/12 scale. Oh. These are big 1/12 too. These are not like the small 1/12 that the I forget, the summer, spring, autumn, right. That line. Those were much smaller, which I actually liked, but this is more kind of like big boy turtles, as you can see.
They got true Star Screamers money too, so.
Oh yeah, they got mine pretty quick. So yeah, I think these look awesome. Only these two are up for pre-order currently at 5K. At 5K, they are $89 plus shipping, which isn't too bad.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Yeah. So let's do this.
When he told me what you're about to tell you now, I was like,
Yeah, exactly. So if we pop over to Bombusby, all four of them are already up for pre-order, and they are $66 each.
What?
So you're saving, if you order all four of them, you are saving like $92.
Buy four, get one free, right? I mean, basically.
Buy three, get one.
Buy three, get one free. Buy four, one of them's free. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm not like, giving my full-blown stamp of approval from Bombusby. I've only ordered from them a couple of times, but I've had just fine experience and I've gotten my stuff fast, like way before anybody else. So there's a bit of a bonus there. Their shipping can be a little expensive because, they're coming from overseas. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Just a little bit of buying advice. I'm happy to hear from people if, they've had a bad experience or something like that. I can, I will happily stop, calling them out. But
Bombusby, just let us know if you've had any experience with them. And Zombie 13 has each turtle will also come with surprise soft goods unique to each turtle.
That'll be cool. So another kind of, this is like, the turtles aren't actually third party. I believe those are properly licensed. Mm-hmm. These, however, are not. So as many of you were kind of paying attention, people weren't too thrilled with the way Wolverine looked from Mezco. Right. Everybody was kind of saying, like, the head sculpt. By the way, is this picture big enough, Trey?
Blow it up a little bit in the hands.
There we go.
There you go.
People were saying the head sculpt didn't look great, whatever.
So this must be true third party because everything's blurred out.
This is true third party.
All right.
But the head
savior
do look pretty good. There have been some pictures out. They're not going to show them on the retailers because that's where they get in trouble. But there have been some pictures released of them. I think these look pretty cool. I'm a little iffy on the Deadpool. I mean, I think it all kind of remains to be seen how good the buck is, how good everything kind of comes together, because you never really know, right? You don't have that licensor approval step that generally would catch some dumb crap that might come through. But, I wanted to mention these. You can order them as a set or you can order them individually. They could be pretty cool. Personally, I think Wolverine looks great.
Okay, so a lot of people complain about Wolverine with the no sleeveless arms. Is that in this package?
Yeah, still sleeved arms only. I definitely want my sleeveless arms too, man. I think that would be that would have made one of them an easy buy over the other. And honestly, like if they cinched the soft goods around that joint going into the shoulder, I don't see why you couldn't have removable arms.
Yeah.
That's just me. But just calling these out. I think these look good.
They do look cool.
Might be worth the risk. They're not super expensive. They are over here at Toys Metaverse, who I have ordered from a couple of times, and I've had to deal with their customer service, and they've treated me perfectly fine.
Cool.
$170. So that's not terrible. You're also going to have standard shipping of $10 to $20. Not bad either.
Not bad.
Yeah. So
considering it's coming from overseas.
Yep. Exactly. All right. And there's more.
But
wait. I'm kind of stoked for these. So these are the Cyberpunk figures. I think these actually were put up on pre-order last week, like right before our show aired. But I loved the anime. I loved the video game. I was actually one of the few that didn't have like any issues with my game. But I think these look awesome. This is Jada Toys. They're kind of the darling of the action figure world right now. They've been putting out great stuff at reasonable prices.
Street Fighter's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, and these things have soft goods. This one's only $30, and this is kind of a surprise. So this one's only $30. She's a little bit on the small side, standard 1/12 scale, but in comparison to David, this one here, he's got a lot more on the soft goods side. He's got a jacket, he's got his pants, he's a bigger figure, and so you're paying a little bit more for it, which I think is perfectly accessible or acceptable. Honestly, I don't like when companies call a figure deluxe when it's not deluxe. I mean, there's nothing really about this figure that's deluxe. He's coming with
accessories. Are the accessories listed in this pictures?
I'm not sure. I think I was going to look for one of those photos, but it wasn't showing up earlier. I don't see like an accessory photo. Obviously, he comes with a gun. He's got.
To me, that's how I kind of judge what the deluxe is. If you have all these accessories, you have a figure. And I did say there was a cool jacket in there, that yellow jacket.
The yellow jacket looks great. The pants look great. Apparently, they worked with I forget who the name was, but somebody that's kind of famous from the soft goods did their prototype for him for the soft goods. So these look awesome. I'm excited about them. But I mean, I like the fact that they're not calling this a deluxe figure. I mean, he's got some accessories, but just to justify a price due to the character's design needing some more, different things that raise the price, like that's when you're just kind of arbitrarily calling something a deluxe. Boba Fett isn't a deluxe if he comes with his backpack. That's just Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I
don't really know a whole lot about these characters, but they look cool.
Yeah, they do. They look really cool. And I mean, that's all it generally takes for me to buy something. But okay, last one, if I can find this. The order of my tabs went all wonky when I'm trying to share this out. So this is from 5K, Mithril Action. So if you guys are familiar with these, there have been a few of them out before. I've actually got a couple of them. And this one looks baller. This is one of those companies where when you get the figures, as you can see, all of the armor bits, all of the clothing comes off. You can kind of, do your own loadout to your own will. You've got leather pants on this guy. What else is cool that you're not really going to be able to kind of get the best idea of in these pictures? I mean, come on, that looks awesome, right?
Welcome, collect to disconnect. Welcome to the stream, man.
Yeah, this guy looks awesome, and welcome. Happy to have you. The fire effects on the armor is actually UV reactive.
Ooh, that's cool.
So if you have like even subtle black lighting, like I have behind me, that's not really UV light, but this will make that glow, which I think is just super cool. I think he looks awesome.
Nice.
This
cool.
is Trey. If you remember that green orc that I customized to look like a wandering monk.
Yeah, one's cool.
This is that same company.
Okay. Yeah, that green orc was badass, man.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no connection to this, but it looks freaking awesome. And you put some cool soft goods and made it look really awesome. So that's a cool figure.
Yeah, I'm stoked for this. I was happy to see this come up. And I think that's it for my Take My Money, because you're going to cover something else that we're all kind of excited about.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I did that I had to take my money. So
let's head on over and show us what you got.
All right. Let's go here and let's save that. And let's hit this button. And we're here. So, we love some Monster Force here on Action Figure Alliance. And this Season 3, Part 1, set of 6 it's just instant. As soon as it dropped, everybody was like, bam, this is out. Went on, paid my $227.99 or paid my $22 deposit. And I am all about this. Dr. Tannis Rand looks really cool. Like that he comes with a case and kind of has some of these accessories. A familiar face from last week, Mark from Gridiron. This is his figure. This looks super awesome. The head sculpt. If you go on gridironstudios.com or gridironprops.com, you can get this head sculpt, but it's kind of like gold colored. So that is out now that you can get from Gridiron, but it won't. This is a completely different material, I believe. So looking forward to that. It has an awesome automatic silent shotgun that is part of the Gridiron line as well. I will probably be ordering multiple of these just because they look cool. And you get the Goblin from 13 Ghosts. I'm not too familiar with that, but from what I understand, this mask maybe controls him. From what I've heard, I'm if anybody knows any more about that,
I need to do a deep dive catch up.
I do too.
I've read some of it.
And Jameson posted something today in a Monster Force custom and collectors and custom group that is telling the story. You can read up on it, and I plan to do that. I saw it today, but I haven't had a chance to go and look at some of that stuff. And here's the thing: wave 1, I missed out on some stuff. So you lot it all together, I'm not missing anything because I ordered this lot, and then I went back and ordered a couple of the other different items. So. And as the year goes by, because these are not coming out the first quarter of 2026, we got a whole year to wait for these, unfortunately. But we will have season 2 coming. I'm sure we'll have part 2 released to pre-order it sometime soon, or at least sometime within the next 6 months or so.
So Johnny GT was asking, what is Gridiron's involvement with these figs?
So
you want to give a lowdown there, Trey?
From what we were talking with Mark last week, Gridiron helped design a lot of the weapons. Everything else, outside of the weapons, this helmet, the weapons, so the rest of that is Fresh Monkey Fiction and Big Bad Toy Store and a Big Bad Workshop. But the weapons is what Gridiron had a lot to do with. So, this is an awesome line. I don't know exactly if they did every weapon like these books. I'm not sure if they had a hand in that, but a lot of the weapons you see in the Monster Force line are going to be designed by Gridiron Studios and incorporated into the line. So
and there's more to come, not
Oh,
just
yeah.
weapons. It sounds like there might be some other things on the way too. So
and there's a ton on the way from Gridiron Studios.
oh yeah.
Go check out their website. It's so many cool things. Like I said, we had Mark on last week. Go catch the replay of that and catch up to that discussion. But Mark's a great guy. He puts out great products, and I actually got something in my new hotness from them. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Cool. All right.
But the ambassador of Rylith, I mean, come on. Look at that.
Just a little Cthulhu inspired.
Yeah, a little Cthulhu inspired, but this helmet or this mask, a little Cobra Commander action. I hear it's going to be in blue eventually and red. So I love with the multiple head sculpts. I mean, look at this book with the tentacle coming out of it. Like, that's just cool. So excited for that. And then, so if you pre-order this, you do get this head pack as this portrait pack with that Skull Crushers. I mean, that's so cool. That head sculpt is cool. It's one that comes with Mark's figure, but I assume there's going to be various different versions of this Skull Crusher. So that's another reason I wanted to order a second version of the Mark's figure. And then you get an Ambassador of Rylith. You got Mr. Legacy. So I think I'll probably put that on maybe the suit body, because I think that would fit well there. So,
I just ordered the full set, and now I've got to go back and kind of figure out, what do I want some extras of?
Right.
What kind of army building am I going to do? This is when you're in the planning phase. You're like,
oh yeah,
you're looking at it, you're like, okay, this thing here can go with that thing there, and
yep.
and okay, so that means I need to get this, an extra one of these, and an extra one of that. So,
and as the story's hashed out, as more of the story comes out to the public, and we get to see what all this is about, maybe that'll help, and that'll come out in time. Maybe that'll help us to make our determinations, or just build your own world. I mean, this is probably this is amazing. I mean,
oh yeah,
look at this thing.
Yeah,
the Oni mask, the Kasagara, those are commas, really.
Yeah.
And then the swords, the Sai, I love Sai. The backpack to hold it all. You gotta love a figure that you can store all its weapons, but just the red,
really do.
The red and black is my favorite, man. I just love the red and black on any figure. So hopefully there'll be more ninjas in the line.
Bobby says he needs 12.
yeah, really. So, and here's that Mr. Legacy head sculpt that's down here. Kind of looks like this. So maybe this is the type of figure, the body you need to go on. This guy he's got the hood. He kind of looks like he needs a cape, like he's a wizard, or he's a.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that one. I need to go read up on his little bio, and like I said, I need to get caught up, because there's obviously story there. You look at these figures and you're like, oh, what? I need to be explained what's happening here,
Yep.
And I think that's cool. It shows that there's personality with them. And recently, that's a bit of a kick that I've been kind of recognizing, as certain figures have a personality to them. Intrinsically, you look at something and you go, oh, okay, I get it, or I want to get it,
Right. And I want to know what are these traps? And this looks like a mouthpiece, but it's probably a trap. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how it catches its victims, and then it puts the mask on it, and that's how it controls them. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So, but got to go back to this one. The shiny. Yeah. And he's got the Gridiron logo on that center plate. That's cool.
Yep.
That's super cool.
One of these days, man. One of these days, we're going to have some Action Figure Alliance action figures.
Yeah, man.
And then we can, be right up there with all the other people that have had their own action figures at this point. But
I've already made myself 3 times: Valaverse, G.I. Joe, and He-Man.
Well, I want other people, because people want action figures of us, man.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's pretty much my take my money. I'm excited for those and cannot wait. So
that's cool. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like there was even some more stuff that we might have forgotten about or missed, but, we'll come back around to it, or at least attempt to. So I'm going to go out wide there a little bit better. So I'm not like in your face. Yeah. So, good week for some pre-orders, man.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like I got nothing and then I got all the things, hot and cold, I guess, but that's kind of the fun of it, and you got to kind of stay on top of things too. So
Right.
that's what we're looking like. All right. So we've got the big topic that we're going to go ahead and dig into here. Do you want to go ahead and roll the little special behind the scenes footage?
Sure.
All right. Bring this on over here. I got a little special behind the scenes video, a little brief walkthrough from Trey.
That's the Toy Federation booth.
There's a guy in a wheelchair.
That's Gunny. You see him at Joe Fest. These four booths. That's Melissa and her groove, and that's Jason Pittman Needless Toys right there. Where him and Tracy set up. That's Blake's Toy Chest over there on the right, and then that's Eternia Dreams. They had an awesome booth, man.
Well, not only did they have an awesome booth, they had an awesome room.
Room was amazing.
Yeah.
The Hall of Omens. I don't know if you can see the Mouth of the South was back there. This was a second room. I didn't know this room existed until like midway through the Friday experience. And then I went over here, and here's Keith and Josh and Mike from Free Range Collectibles. They're out of Sanford, North Carolina. They're in NC Underground with us. Great guys. This was kind of my go-to spot. Go back and hang out with those guys and talk toys. And I found myself back in there when the room got crowded.
Yeah, Chromag was there.
And Chromag was there as well.
I don't know if you caught them on your walk around.
I don't think I did. And I kind of missed half the con, so we're going to pause it just a second. So we're going to talk about the room toy swap. So we're going to show this video real quick and talk a little bit more about how that went down. This is our room. This is how we had it set up.
We only brought in one table. All the other stuff was, well, actually, no, you brought in a table too. There one at
two
each.
tables.
Yeah.
So if you can see, this is a huge venue. It's 9 floors, and and they had a lobby swap where those black tables were. So we had a great time. I'll kind of come back in here to the room. Pause it.
I've got some still pictures if you want me to pull those up.
Yeah, you can pull those up.
All right, let's do
that. Everybody saw how the hotel was set up with the interior. Everything faces the interior. The beds in the rooms were in the back, so you could have whatever type of beds, 2 beds, 1 king, queen, whatever. We had 2 in the back. Door open. There's a bathroom. There's a little kitchenette, and then there was the living room area. So if you had your door open and you put your room number on the board, and this was not the only one. There was they had to extend it. They had to put pieces of paper next to it.
Yeah. So this is like a sign up board. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can kind of
zoom in.
Kind of scroll
squeezed our name in there.
Yeah. So here we are, room 715, toys and Lego, apparently. But yeah, like last year, I was told that there were maybe 5 rooms on this board.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys can see, I mean, a ton of people just started, putting their room numbers and little descriptions there. So yeah, then we've got another little piece of paper that somebody just kind of haphazardly, put up and started, for some more signups. I didn't get it, but there was another piece of paper that was added even after this one. So I mean, it was crazy.
So we
And
kind of took turns sitting in the room, and people would come in and they look through everything. We were greeting people. Hey, how you doing? We're used to this. We do this on NC Underground all the time. So, yeah, he was going to show the lobby swap.
yeah, so I'll start off here. The lobby swap was going on at this point. When the lobby swap was going on, there wasn't much going on for room swaps. But what I'm kind of zooming in here is some people put signs on their doors or on the floor, to kind of call attention to, hey, something's happening here.
And that side had 2 elevators. Ours only had 1.
Yeah,
So
there were 2 elevators over on this side. Our side had 1. But then you can see, I mean, it's pretty large. And there were probably 4 rooms per floor that were opening, had the doors open. Everybody had tables set up, somewhere dead up like a shop, somewhere like this is our shop room. And then they had another room where they were staying in, which was pretty wild. And here's a close up of the lobby swap. So Trey and I wandered down there and took a good look around. It was packed.
Yeah.
And you've got these big circular tables, which you can barely even see. There's just so many people crowded around.
Chairs clustered around them, and it's just like there was no real organization. And
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, you squeeze through here and you squeeze past somebody. And so we made our loop, and I bought one figure down there. I was like, man, I'm going upstairs. We got stuff to sell.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. We definitely dug it. I was a little bit surprised that, Trey and I had a decent assortment of stuff, but most of our stuff is kind of modern.
Right.
Trey had a little bit of some vintage Joes, some of his extras.
And some Star Wars 3.75. No Kenner stuff, just mainly vintage collection.
Right. Tons of people were only looking for vintage Joe, vintage Star Wars.
Right.
And, those that weren't were looking for just the deals.
Right.
So, I mean, we made a little bit of money, but like both have done significantly better at just a normal swap.
Yeah, just a normal regular NC Underground toy swap. I've made way more money than we did there, but it was cool. It was a cool experience. And we just sat there. I think we watched John Wick 1 through 3, maybe throughout the Saturday night. But I would hang out in the room, and Alan would go look, and then he would come back, and I would go look. And the best thing to do was start at the top at floor 9, make your loop, hit the stairs, go down to 8, make your loop, go down to 7. We were on 7, just keep going down.
Yep.
And then that way you only had to take the elevator up once.
Yeah.
So it was definitely an experience. There was a ton of like soccer kids there with their parents. So they were running around down in the lobby and doing little TikTok dances at the desk. But like, if this place could get packed out with just toy collectors and have this place just all the rooms open, that would be freaking insane.
Well, I mean, honestly, Saturday morning in the exhibit hall itself was packed.
Mm-hmm.
So we were, we had VIP tickets so we could do the Friday, like early stuff, all that kind of thing. And man, like right around like 11, man, it was tight. So much so that we kind of were like, all right, we're going to take a break.
I didn't sleep good Friday night. So yeah, I went back and took a nap and got something to eat, just hung out. We did have a celebrity in our room and we didn't even know it. Alan was out walking around. Guy comes in. I just greet him. Hey, man, what's going on? Let me know if you need something. Guy comes in after me. He's like, do you realize that was Boba Fett? That was Daniel Logan was in your room trying to buy stuff.
That was Baby Boba.
Baby Boba Fett was in my room. I had no clue. So, yeah, that happened. And then, like the Attorney of Dreams folks, they came around and we talked to them. Then they were cool to talk to. Just everybody. It was one guy just came in, sat down, started talking. We
hung out for like half an hour.
Yeah, we shot the breeze with him. Didn't at the end I found out his name was Jeremy and he lived nearby, and yeah, it was fun because
a ton of people came through.
Yeah.
And everybody was kind, generous, having a good time. All like-minded individuals, obviously
willing to negotiate.
Yeah. Everybody was just having fun. Some people's fun was very loud.
Yeah.
There were a couple of rooms that I went into where they had started drinking a little bit early and were having a damn good time.
One dude's riding around on a cooler that had wheels on it. It was like a little go-kart with cooler, and he had his beer in there.
Yep.
That was kind of cool. Saw him on the elevator.
We had speaking of like me being gone and Boba Fett coming through. When Trey was gone, all the guys from Toy Federation came through, and they came through all together. And so that was pretty cool. Ryan was pretty quickly in and out. I think he was definitely, trying to scope for the vintage stuff. But all the other dudes hung out. The guy that does the filming, that's behind the Toy Addicts channel, he was really cool. Nice dude. Real nice in person. He was very affable and friendly. He asked me to be on camera talking about how I had pulled a bloody Bone Collector V2 figure. He wanted me to tell that story on camera. So whether that'll be on a show or anything, I don't know. It was kind of funny. Like, he was walking in the door and I was just chatting with everybody, and I said that story, and he was like, hey, can you say that on camera? And I was like, sure. And so he puts the camera on me, and I instantly start to stammer, and I'm just like, duh, 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 duh. I was trying. It's funny. It had the reverse effect. I was trying to be succinct and tell like an engaging story, and instead it was just like struggling to get my words out. But it was fun. Those guys were really cool. They didn't really buy anything, but we had some fun conversations and stuff. And Trey, afterwards, I was like, dude, you missed it.
And Andy, so Andy from Toy Federation had his room literally decked out with decks, with skateboard decks, and they were all customs. So this guy I thought I had his card somewhere, and man, I misplaced it. But he had really cool skateboard decks, like with just really cool designs and comic book covers. He had like an X-Men one. He had everything you could think of. And they were custom, so they had a decent price tag on them, but for what they were definitely worth it. And it was cool to see that. It's not something I had wall space for, but it was cool to look at.
Yeah, it was a really cool time. The show was cool. There was a lot of neat stuff to see. I'm going to go ahead and show off a couple extra pictures.
Okay.
Did you know that I am that much taller than Godzilla? We've got a custom 100-story tall ceilings in here. This is a really big chair. I'm actually 80 feet tall Godzilla, bigger than Godzilla, but anyway,
both of them
pushing the joke a little far, but yeah, this is I think he goes by Tom, but Tsutomu Kitagawa. He played Godzilla in a good few of the movies. He was, a man in the suit sort of a thing. And so I actually got, hung out and got a picture with him, got some signatures. And then this is Hurricane Ryu, otherwise known as Hurricane Ryu. Really, again, nice dude. These guys were fun. Both were very small. I am crouching over quite a bit here. I don't know if you can tell how far my leg is spitting out in front of me there, but I am definitely leaning over to get that low. But he was, I think he played like Baby Godzilla. He played King Ghidorah. He played, I think, one of the Godzillas. And so, yeah, these guys have a history. And actually, I think they also did other shows too. I believe Ryu here was a Power Ranger. Cool. Or like did the fighting and stuff for I think it was called Super Sentai before It was Power Rangers. But yeah, these guys were super cool. And I got to have like the claw picture with them. That was their idea.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Also walking around. What's the guy's name? It's like
Carson Metaxas. So
Carson Metaxas.
We both separately talked to Carson.
Yep.
So I talked to Carson. I asked him to come on the show, so we're going to reach out to him, see if we can get Carson on to talk about everything that he's doing. and the dude gave me a free copy of the G.I. Joe, Art of G.I. Joe, which I have the book, and I told him, hey, I love the book. I look at it all the time. It's huge. It's a great book. We got it at Joe Fest. And then we were looking at his toys, and those were in the case, and nobody was really taking them out to look at them. I think it was just kind of like, hey, just look in the case. But
Obby
they
says
look
it's going to
really
be
cool.
at IshCon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I thought
so this is a big, you can see it's in a nice, purposefully cut out foam inside of like a Pelican case.
Mhm.
This is the prototypes for the Operation Recall that he's doing. And they looked very cool. Obviously these are much larger than the 1/18 scale or 3 3/4 inch that he's going for with them. But yeah, they look pretty slick. So go check him out. I think you can still order these via the backer kit.
Mhm.
Get in early on it, kind of get some of those bonuses and stuff. But I think that might have been all the pictures I had.
And he's responsible for 3D Joe's. If you ever go on
Yep.
3djoes.com, that's his website. That is a great source to figure out what you need. Anything Joe, you can check out what year figures come out, vehicles, all the accessories, everything's there. And it's one of my go-to sources for G.I. Joe information. So
yeah.
He is definitely a wealth of knowledge for the community.
So Trey, did you want to go back to the video and walk through that a little bit more, or do you just want to move on at this point?
No, we can move on. Got a couple other things to talk about, and
Okay.
and we can go into the new hotness.
Some new hotness. Well, we got to do the new hotness. New hotness. I can't help it, man. I just like explosions. Yes. All right, buddy. So why don't you start us off here?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually, wait. I've got an idea. I'm going to start us off because of one of the things we've got to talk about. I'm going to do something a little bit different because I got 3 of these because I think that was the max you could order. And so while Trey is doing some of his, explaining of his new hotness and showing those off, I'm going to open these live on camera. So not to take anything away from what Trey's doing, but there'll be a point, obviously.
No, go ahead and open them, man. You got it right. You got us right now. You got the main screen. Open them up.
All right.
Let's see. I want to see if you pull another bloody. You got to get it graded though. Like the other one.
Yeah, I would just to be to match up with the other one.
Yeah, be consistent.
Okay, so
man.
I think this is okay. This is the side that I think you guys need to see it from. So you guys will see first. Is it completely covered?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
What's that face?
Not today.
Not today?
Yeah,
right.
It looks cool though. I got one on the way.
Yep, just a regular one. She looks awesome. All right.
All right.
You want me to go ahead and just roll through them?
Roll through them, man.
All right. I'm doing it. Wish me luck, everybody in chat. Come on. And I already lost my knife. Never mind. There it is. Trey's going to be upset if I pull one.
I need to start buying more, man. That's
all righty. And here we go.
What?
You're a liar.
You didn't get none.
Don't quit your day job. You are not an actor.
No.
So I wanted 2 of these anyway. There you go. That's better. So I wanted 2 of these anyway. So I might have, an extra, to have one to spare. Let's see. I think, this one's coming out without it.
Mm.
That's all right. That's all right. Still cool though.
Good. Yeah, that's very cool, man.
So I'm going to have an extra one at the next swap. So no big deal. But yes, it will be open. It won't be a bloody one or your chance at a bloody one at a swap. But so I got those in, keeping with the I got a second Pandora just to change the hair color. Interesting. So keeping with the Action Force theme, I got a crotch. Oops. And hey,
And you dropped it.
I gotta throw something around every once in a while, right?
At least it didn't log you off of the stream.
Yeah, that's
this
not
time.
big enough to like nail my keyboard and log me out. I also got an unbroken katana for Senshi because my other one snapped, which was kind of unfortunate.
Right.
But not snapped. It's still in one piece.
Nice.
Anyway, so I got that. That was kind of cool. Also on the continuing, should I say, I suppose, with the Action Force front, I got Head Pack Alpha. This looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't even opened it yet, but I will say the only one that I'm not super sure of is Trigger right there. He might, man, that guy.
Like he mixed with a
veneers.
Sasquatch or something, man. He's got some teeth.
He's got veneers on, I think.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, that's Karak, right? That looks super cool.
That one looks really good.
Yeah.
Even
and
rollout
I like
looks
the
good.
battle damage for the swarm. They look cool. So yeah, this showed up too. And we're not done. As part of the room swap, I picked up this guy, the Zesray Fight for Glory Praetorian Guards. I got it for a much better price than $85 there, but I couldn't pass it up. Abby's got some of these, and I've seen him showing them off, and I was like, damn, that's freaking cool. They're a little bit on the big side, and that's kind of why I'm not like all in on the line, but I still think they're super cool. Yeah, so I got that. And this one has actually, this new hotness has actually surprised me. It shouldn't have, because, you know, I am a big Savage Crucible fan, and this is by Harbinger Studios, the people behind Savage Crucible. But this figure is good. No hair drying, no warming up needed. The joints are just buttery smooth. You can see like that's just clean, and they articulate really well. The ankles are good. So what I didn't know is the jersey here is very soft plastic.
Okay.
So you've got some good, I mean, as you can see here, I'm actually flexing the butterfly joint here on both arms. This one more so, but it works great. These are good looking figures. Very happy with them. The helmet looks awesome. It comes with a bunch of hands. It comes with a cool little turf stand. And the feet stand in here nice and snug. I will say I put him in a Heisman pose, and I was trying to do kind of the running version where he was moving forward, which was putting all sorts of strain on that ankle joint. And it wasn't doing too good a job with that. But if you did the standing Heisman pose instead of the running Heisman pose, you're good.
Right.
The other thing that surprised me is this is where they did the boot cut, if you will. This is really kind of more like a sock cut. But that was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Great figures. Obviously, we had Nikki Nicole on, and she was talking about these, and they live up to the hype and more. They need more hype, actually, because they are good.
Surprisingly, we didn't get those from Savage Crucible, who was at the show.
Right.
There was another vendor had them, and I ended up getting one as well. I haven't opened it yet, so here that is. I got the same one.
Yeah.
One other figure, I think it was like number 13 or something.
Yeah, their current stud of a quarterback. They had him going. So that was cool. So I'm not done. This is. I'm sure Trey's going to go on. Should we split this up? Do you want to go?
No, go, man.
Go on. I'm just offering.
Yeah.
I'm just offering.
Nah.
So I managed to get Wreckage. I'd been wanting Wreckage. I thought he looked really cool, especially the face and the mask paint and stuff. But I didn't really want the tiger paw. The crazy coloring on an ATV doesn't really do it for me. So I was able to snag him individually.
It took you long enough though, because this was an item that he saw at a table, and I offered the guy an amount, and the guy's like, "No, come see me in the room. I'll have it tonight. Come see me in the room swap, and we'll talk about it then." Well, he told me, he's like, "Hey, if you see that wreckage, offer him this amount." And so I did. I saw it. I offered it, and he was like, "No, I can't do that. I can't do that." I was like, "Man, come on." And he's like, "It's the last of the classified that he had." So I took that information, texted it to Alan, and eventually, when I got back up to the room, he went and got it and made his deal. So
we met in the middle. It was all right. It was a little more than I wanted to pay, considering it's a figure and a vehicle. And I'm kind of, but yeah, it worked out for the best. And I'm pretty pleased that I got the figure finally. So that was cool. And then, this is neat. This is, I'm super excited about this.
Godzilla.
Yeah. So this is the Haya Godzilla, and I got it signed by Two Tom and Hurricane.
Nice.
They got their cool kanji. I don't know if you can see that up on the
kanji's on that top corner. Yeah, that's cool.
So there's a little there, and then there's some over here. And yeah, I mean, this is a really cool figure that I already wanted. And so when I saw it at the show, I managed to get it for a really good price. And I'm happy with the figure, and I'm going to display him in front of the sign box. And I thought that was just super cool. And, I didn't have to pay extra for them to sign multiple things because I also got a big old Godzilla,
cool.
Glossy picture. I got this signed too, and we've got even more kanji on there. And
kanji on the top of that one's probably my favorite. That one looks really good.
Yeah, that one's really cool. So couldn't tell you what it says. It could say this guy's an asshole.
Maybe.
Could. Or why is he so tall? That sort of a thing. But
that's funny.
We'll
that's funny.
I don't know. Maybe I should put it through like a Google Translate or something.
There you go. Google image.
And then I ended up doing a trade for the NECA Aliens Romulus package. So this was like a 2-pack. So you've got the alien, the big bad looking alien that I'm kind of excited for. And then you've got like the huge accessory kit, which comes with like the guns, the little egg thing, and the bigger egg thing that he was kind of sealed in. Excited for these. This I got for a trade. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Was that the Batman figure or
no? I traded
Iron Man, right?
The Mezco Iron Man for that.
Yeah. Okay.
And the guy also gave me a little cash too,
nice.
Which was nice. So I guess he picked him up and decided, it wasn't really his thing. And, kind of decided that, he liked the look of that Mezco Iron Man. And, the Mezco Iron Man was a cool figure, and I hated to let it go, but it was cool. It was a good trade. And now I got some more vintage. I bought some vintage.
Yeah.
So I got a vintage War Duke that is complete and is in gorgeous condition. The paint is in great shape. It is a pretty killer looking figure. I'm really happy with this, and got him for a good deal as well.
Nice.
And then from the Toy Federation guys, I got a whole bunch of the little mini Transformers from back in the day.
Those are cool.
So I got those two, and I got Chapow, these two too. So
I remember having some of those as a kid. Those are cool.
I loved them when I was a kid. These things were perfect kid size for like pocket and just take wherever the hell you want, good stuff. So I got, I had to. I saw them, and I actually have the masterpiece of Cosmo,
right?
Which is a great figure. But I couldn't pass these up. They were at the Toy Federation booth, and they actually since I bought 4 of them, they cut me a bit of a deal, which was nice. So man, I think I had a lot of new hotness that I'm really excited about.
Nice.
So yeah, are you ready? You ready to switch over?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it, man. Let's see what you got.
So I got this in a room swap.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. That's nice. And it's just a Richardson hat, and he put patches on them, and he had a Decepticon one that was really cool. He had several, and I almost went back and bought more. I didn't even actually see the room again. I don't know if he was only set up Friday or what, or if he sold out. But I did get this. It was only $15. Yeah, can't beat that. So I'm gonna rock this the rest of the night. Cobra. So let's start.
He had a lot of neat ones too. Like there were
did.
Transformers. There was a bunch of them.
I did pick up that same figure Alan got from Harbinger Studios. We got it from the same guy, and I think maybe Abby and Ryan maybe went and cleaned them out later. The next day. But then I did go to the Savage Crucible booth and talk to Stelios and had a good conversation with him. And so at Joe Fest, I picked up a couple figure from Savage Crucible, a lizard, and an accessory kit. So I bought this Slate guy, this Shadow Slate Lemurian, to put the gear kit on. So I will open that this week, and so that'll be my second Savage Crucible figure. An accessory pack is going to go on him, and so yeah, the rest of it. Oh, so we got this with our silver VIP stuff. So that's going to be carrying stuff around. We got the T-shirt as well with our kit. The rest of it's G.I. Joe, vintage G.I. Joe.
Just dig in, man.
Well, actually, first, something that came in the mail today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big old Stumpy robot. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, it's so cool, man. And we talked to Mark last week. It finally got here, and I cannot wait for the second portion of this figure to come out because, man, it's cool. That's such an awesome figure. So let's start.
Is supposed to be here for another 5 days.
Right.
Why?
No clue, but we're going to start with vehicles. And this is kind of a vehicle. It's a figure, but it's a vehicle, the Snake. So this I got at the lobby swap. I got this for $20.
Awesome.
And that's pretty good. It's got great stickers on it. It's got all 4 arm accessories. It has the instructions. That's a good buy, in my opinion. So I got that. I got the... Oh, no. It just comes apart. It's okay. I got the Cobra range, like the firing range. This little playset that came with 3.75, and you kind of hook those together. This pops in the little slot, and then you can hit it with something, and it'll fall over. And it comes with a gun rack and a little firing range thing, but this little barrier as well. So I'll set some Cobras up with that. So excited about that one. And then one of the weirdest things in the line is this coastal defense unit trailer.
I thought that thing is cool, man.
It is really cool. So it almost kind of transforms. You have to, drop this little flap.
You flippy the flappy?
Flippy the flappy. You pull this out. It has the seat inside. And then you pull this up. And it just flips around. You put the chair in the slot. You pull the missiles up, but I didn't slide the chair in all the way. And there you have your coastal defense with the little satellite up here. So it's just something
a bit of a transform and roll out.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you have your 4 missiles, and then you're sitting duck. So you better jump out and hope that you only need the 4 missiles there. But it's kind of a cool thing. Something I didn't have. I'll add it to the collection. Then this next one, I am one dreadnought away, and it's the main dreadnought. I'm one dreadnought away from having my dreadnoughts completed.
I saw like no Zartans there.
I saw one Zartan.
None.
He was not complete, and the skiff was really nasty.
Yeah.
I saw a couple incomplete skiffs, so that was one of my big searches. Was a Zartan with a skiff. So I will probably be looking for that soon. But now that I have Zanzibar and his skiff, and it has one little stress mark here on this fin, which is great. Normally, the handles here are broken almost every time. These little handles where he holds on to, most of the time those are broken. He comes with a hammer. He comes with a spear. And so just a cool figure, part of the Dreadnoks. Glad he's in the line now. And then
I just don't understand how there were so few Zartans there. Like,
I know
it was crazy.
Or they got bought before I got to them. That's the only thing.
Well, I mean, we went in on the preview night early, and I didn't see any.
I got a
because
stinger,
honestly,
man.
I might pick one up too.
I got a stinger.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's a really cool stinger. It's the vintage stinger. The stickers look good on it. The figures in there. You put this compared to the classified. I'm happy to have this. I went really Cobra heavy at first until I started finding some other things. But I got a complete Cobra Ferret. So I have that. We have that in classified as well.
Yeah.
But added that to the vintage Cobra collection. So we got one of those. And then vehicles, Joe vehicles. The Coastal Defense is a Joe vehicle. I got the Mud Fighter, and it has the pilot inside, Dogfight.
Now, what year is that from? Because
this is from 89, I think, 89 or 90.
That feels like that's out of your zone. I'm supposed to be only collecting in this zone.
Man, I threw that out the window a long time ago. So some of the bright orange, like bright colored 90s stuff, it's weird. But it's like I can, this has military colors to it. It has an absolute massive amount of bombs on it. And, yeah. Look at all the bombs on this thing.
That's crazy.
And it's complete.
Yeah.
So has a little back propeller here, the landing gear and everything. The stickers look good on it. So I was like, all right. So I am going to be hanging some stuff from the ceiling, flying around in the room. So I was like, man, that looks cool. I'm gonna grab it. So
Jay says, what? No USS flag?
Nah.
The Toy Federation had one.
They had one
boxed.
Oh, it was
right
$4,500, bro.
It was like right there for you. How much was it?
I think it was like $4,500 boxed. Okay. It was like complete with everything boxed up, and really they only sell stuff complete. So so $4,500. That's probably right on for a flag. I saw a couple other flag parts and stuff throughout the.
I saw a lot of parts, yeah.
But then the figure did not come with this, but I had to put my chuckles on this. This is the Manta, and it's complete as well. I got this from Free Range Toys from Keith and Mike and Josh, and I had to put my chuckles on there so he could ski around and attack Cobra. Very weird vehicle. And then finally, my final vehicle was the APC, and this is one of the early vehicles of the line. The gun typically has the clips broken on the bottom of it. There is a little stress mark on it, but I got this from Needless Toys from Jason Pittman, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
Story,
I got the skiff. I got this Zanzibar and the skiff from Jason. So actually, I think this came from another place. But anyway,
it does that one when I was a kid.
Yeah, and it has the instructions. It has the seat belt, so it's complete.
Nice.
This comes out. So
nice.
Throwing that one in the collection. I got a deal on it as well. That's it for vehicles. If I'm making sure I didn't miss something. And before I start on the vintage Joes, I won something from the PJP podcast with our friends Ish and Brandon and Abby. Abby was a guest. Abby gave away this at the last minute, and I won. So when I saw Abby, we took some pictures, and he gave me my Bobby Vallis signed Steel Brigade, pink Steel Brigade for breast cancer. So that's pretty cool. That's
a nice gift.
This is not the box, but this is a cool winning. But added that to the collection. So thank you there, Abby. It was good to see you and Ish and Ryan and I think George. Was George there? I don't know. I didn't talk to him. George, let me know if you were there. Because I didn't meet you. I need to meet you, bud. And then let's start into figures. So
he's not done, ladies and gentlemen. We really should have done this as a two-parter. Where you start and then I go and then you go.
Yeah. So we're gonna hit up Cobra.
Oh yeah. I loved those figures when I was a kid too, man.
Got all three of them. So this was a 3-pack.
Yep.
And I bought them all separately. Actually, I didn't buy this one at all. Our buddy Jamie Futrell, NC Underground, shout out to him. Him and Jackie were at the con. They had an amazing weekend. So yep, George, I look forward to meet you, bud. They had an amazing weekend. They went to the Panthers game, but he gave me this. He's like, "Hey, you've helped me with so many things." He's like, just take it. And I was like, "All right, next time you need something, man, you know I'm there." So
I saw one of those mint on card for $350.
So mint on card would have been all three of these.
Yeah. It was the 3-pack.
And so this one doesn't have any of the accessories. He doesn't have his sword. He doesn't have the little antenna. But I needed a representation of him, and I'll probably get multiple if I see him at like Joe Fest or something. I might get another one. And the Nemesis Enforcer, Nemesis Immortal, did have the other backpack piece that comes with him. So, and yes, Ash, the Futrells are the absolute greatest. I talked to them for a long time before they left on Saturday after I had my nap. And so we're going to work backwards. We're going to work backwards in time.
Okay.
We're going to kind of go from the 90s up to the early 80s.
You're going to
do the yeah. So I literally got this figure. I don't even know who it is. I haven't looked it up yet, but I will look it up on 3D Joe's. He looks snowy enough to go on the side of my snowcat. So that was a very cheap purchase. He looked cool.
It's just dandruff, man. He can't help it.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, he's gonna go on the side of the snowcat.
Snowy dandruff, you know.
Yeah.
And
then I got Bushido, and Bushido's cool because he comes with 3 weapons, and I just had it stored there. But Bushido's cool because it has a spring-loaded arm.
Whatcha?
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's cool. I mean,
cool. That it really is.
He's kind of cool looking teal color, and his arm is springy. I mean, that's a cool figure. So I got Bushido.
Tell me on it. I don't know if that's what you're trying to do.
Budo. I think it's cool. So there was a line of G.I. Joes that come with these massive backpacks, and they're screwed on to their back. And
Wind chill. Brian King chiming in with some knowledge.
Yeah, wind chill. Okay, thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Nice.
So
good job, man.
I got this. This is Stalker version 3, and he come with this massive gun and this massive backpack that was screwed on. So I had to take off 4 screws and then take apart, because there's a sound option with batteries that you push the buttons on the back and it makes sounds. I have no clue. I don't have batteries to put in it, but I did figure out you could take it off the back, and I got Stalker version 3, which has kind of a cool color scheme to him. So got Stalker version 3. Now I just need Stalker version 1, and I have version 2, which is the Arctic Stalker with the canoe and everything. But threw him in the collection. And then the stiletto is like a big red long ship. And I saw a couple, but I didn't buy them. And I bought this figure because I was like, oh, this guy would look cool with the Iron Grenadiers. But actually, this is the pilot for that stiletto when I looked it up. So I'm gonna have to get me a stiletto air vehicle to go with the pilot since I have him. And then you come on through to the Super 90s Heat Viper.
Nice.
I mean, look at that.
He is loaded.
He is loaded out with hoses, and he's gonna burn somebody. And I mean, he's dropping bombs off his ankles.
That seems like a bad idea.
Gas tanks, I guess, maybe. I mean, I could understand if he had like a jetpack and then he was like, just like, drop the bomb off my ankle. But yeah, just that's the 90s right there. That's 90s Joe.
Oh yeah.
And I know I said I wasn't going to do all of them. I'm probably not going to do all of them, but the ones I think that are cool. So I got an imp not too long ago, and an imp is that red tank that has 3 missiles on it. And on the box art for that is the Toxo Viper. And the Toxo Viper sprays toxins at people. And he's kind of like almost like a mask figure because it's got this cool head. I just thought that reminded me of Mask a whole bunch. So I don't have anything Mask, and I never really have. But
I wonder how they're going to modernize that for the classified line.
It's
I'm
coming.
not looking for pastel colors.
Actually saw somebody made like recently in one of the G.I. Joe groups. Somebody made a Toxo Viper, and it looked really good. And I commented on it. I was like, man, I just got that in the vintage collection, and would love to see it. Love to see it in the classified line. But then William, the refrigerator Perry, he was a mail away. He's in the house. So I actually got this one from. This one came from Toy Federation. There's one other that came from Toy Federation. I don't remember which one of the ones I've already showed you that came from Eternity of Dreams, but I did buy some stuff from Eternity of Dreams, Joe. So we're down to the last 3 figures, okay? And the last 3 figures are OGs. OGs that I didn't have. So we're going to start with Hawk. Not General Hawk, just plain old Hawk.
And Hawk, that is pretty plain.
Yeah. And Hawk came, this is before he got his promotion, he was just a regular old green shirt.
Yeah.
And he came with the missile system. And I have the missile system and that he goes with. So I'll be putting him with that. But just plain old Hawk, which is still a cool figure. And this is a straight arm. So if people don't know, the 82 figures had straight arms. There's no swivel at the bicep. Those are version 1.2, so those are 83 figures. So 82 figures are straight arm, 83 figures are swivel arm, and they're considered version 1.5. So that is a straight arm.
Wait, you said 1.2 was the swivel arm?
No, not 1.2, 1.5. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 1.5 is the swivel arm.
Okay.
Regular is a straight arm. There's a straight arm, and then version 1.5, which is middle of the year, but it's like 83. Those are the swivel arms.
Cool.
So next, we're going to go to, and I got this from Toy Federation as well. We're going to go with Grand Slam. Grand Slam had the orange with the visor. He's also a straight arm. And he went with the HAL, I believe, the HAL laser cannon. So he came with that, and I already had a HAL. It's incomplete. It doesn't have the kit up front, but still really cool. And last but not least, this guy, Short Fuse. Short Fuse is the mortar guy, and so Short Fuse actually came with the card.
Oh, nice.
So he was packaged in a Ziploc baggie and stapled to this this top little square.
All right, where's the price tag from?
The price tag is from Osco, $2.79.
Man, I think I remember Osco.
I've never heard of
Isn't that
Osco.
like a drugstore in the Midwest?
It maybe, yeah. I was born and raised in North Carolina, so I hadn't heard of Osco before. But it's cool to have these. I have a binder I put all this stuff in, and it shows. It's got the file card on the back, and it's got some of the early figures. And whoever this kid is decided he was going to mark out short views with a pen and cross them off the list. So
because he got him, man.
Yeah, he got him. He marked him off. So
don't need that one now.
Now these are not cheap figures. These straight arms, these early Joes, to find them without broken thumbs, to find them with hats, with all the accessories, is not easy, because there's so many that were broken, where the crotches broke. To find a good specimen of these is really cool. I have a version of some of these with broken noses. The noses are chipped off. So got some really good versions of those figures, and I think
they look good, man. They look good.
I think that's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
And shout out to Free Range Collectibles. Those guys are in Sanford, North Carolina. They're in NC Underground. They come to a lot of shows. And shout out to Eternia Dreams. If you haven't watched their videos, go on YouTube and watch Eternia Dreams. Follow them on their social medias. I have a nephew that plays baseball at Towson University in Maryland, and they're about 20, 30 minutes away from that university. So when we go to see him play baseball, I am hitting that up.
Cool.
And if you drive about 30 minutes past that, you can go to the PA store. And the head guy at Eternia Dreams says, man, you can spend 4 hours in there and not see everything.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to go to both stores, I'm going to have some time. So we're going to at least check out one. And then there is one more thing that I want to show off.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. So I entered my figure into the Monster Force Collectors and Customizers contest for custom figure, and I won. I was voted number one figure. We showed that off, and we'll see what that looks like. But I got my winnings. Jameson, thank you so much. Jameson's the man. He's doing great with this group. Great person to talk to. And he sent me a Sleepwalker, Obsidian Sleepwalker, to add to the.
Have we had 1,000 people in that group yet?
I hope so, because there was $9.98 today. I looked today. Yeah. It was $9.98. So hopefully, if you're not subscribed on Facebook to Monster Force Collectors and Customs, go check them out right now. Go follow.
It is sitting at $9.99. So
$9.99. One person and one person here.
Come on.
It's not in that group. Go push them. Go push them over so we can celebrate 1,000 members in that group. Because but yep, got that. And that's not the best part. There was 2 prizes with that. So Jameson also has T-shirts that he sells for the group. And I had already bought a T-shirt.
For general collecting purposes, too.
Right. He has 2. He has one for Monster Force and one for That's Figured clothing. And we'll show that off here in a minute. But he's like, all right, well, I thought he was going to send me a Monster Force shirt. He's like, well, you bought a Monster Force shirt already. And I wore it at the con. Jameson hooked it up. Monster Force CNC first ever contest winner, custom contest winner.
I'm not jealous or anything.
That's the front, man.
My intro just got ignored.
But there's more. He put my toy photography on the back. What?
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
What? This is freaking epic, man. I did not expect any of this. This is above and beyond and so freaking cool. Jameson, dude, you got to do this for every future customs winner. Put their photography on the back of the shirt.
Nice.
That is freaking cool, man.
Yeah.
I opened this up and I was like, I instantly messaged him. I was like, man, that's amazing. That's really cool, man. So check him out. He's got a link on the Facebook group. I wish I could throw a link in the chat right now. But I do have That's Figure thing. If you want to switch to sharing, I'll show that off, and a couple other things.
Okay. Tray sharing. Let's get over there. So what are you showing here?
Where is it? Where is it? We might have to come back to it.
So we will let you work on that while you're doing that. Speaking of milestones, so they are sitting right at 999. Let's go make that 1,000, guys. If you're not already in the group, go find it. MFCNC, Monster Force Collector and Customs on Facebook. It's a cool group. You need to stay on top of the Monster Force stuff. That's some good place to do it. I want to say that we hit a milestone too. We surpassed 200 subscribers. I know that's a minuscule number for YouTube, but for us, that was awesome. I think we're actually at like 205 or something like that. Super excited to see the channel continuing to grow. We are, doing our best to bring you fun and cool, engaging content and stuff. So, if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe. And we'll see what the next milestone is. Continuing on that, I do want to say, we've got some future plans. We're thinking about, we're going to do a large, best of the year list for us.
Yep.
Where
Top
we're going
10.
to go over our top 10 figures that we've picked up over the year. And I would like to see, and we've been talking about this, but we're going to do a giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be to somebody in the community who gives us their top 10 list that we like the most. And it's going to be completely arbitrary. If you include stopping robots, you might get a little bit of favor from me.
And if you include some military, you might get some favor from me.
But yeah, we're going to do a giveaway for that. We might even do like 2 giveaways, one for Trey list, one for my list. We might just do one kind of bigger giveaway overall. But obviously, we're going to want you to be subscribed and come and check us out. I'm not sure when that episode is going to happen, but we've got, some time in December where we don't have all the episodes filled out with content just yet. So it could happen then. Get to working on your top 10 of the year list and shoot them on over to us, whether it's, any of our contact information in the description of the YouTube video. We'll probably make like a community post on YouTube here as well. So, or you can put them in the comments of this video. Any which way you want to give them to us, we will see it, and you will be added to the list.
And please send us you join the Alliance video. I know a couple people have done that, so we appreciate that. We want to add it to our new intro.
We are going to have a new intro sometime here in the near future. So we're trying to gather those I've joined the Alliance videos. We've got a couple from some of our viewers. We've got a couple from some other of the guests that we've had on the show. So we're looking forward to putting that one together. But we want to engage. We want to have you guys be represented, because you're part of the Alliance.
That's right.
It's the good shit.
I got my share stuff ready.
Okay. Well, now that I'm done with that rant, let's bump that over. There you go. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, how about now?
There you go.
All right. So I was the first ever winner of the with my Commander Zaldron. So nice. Commander Zaldron can control the gas that controls the sleepwalkers. So there's a gas called excess gas that I guess excess gas is kind of funny. It controls but he can control the gas, and so he doesn't need all the hoses and all that stuff, so he can just kind of make it flow through and control it and hit other people with it. And he only reports to the Forgotten King and Dr. Caligari. So that was my submission there. And then also check out That Figures Clothing. This is made by Jameson. He also has Monster Force clothing, but this is all about action figures. I have one that says straight up Army Builder because I like the Army build, and it has this logo on the back. So check him out, the thatfiguresclothing.printify.me/products, and he has some cool stuff in there. What's this one say? Nothing's better than the smell of new plastic. You can do whatever you want. Just don't touch my figures.
And small to 5X. So you got no exclusive.
That's right. Yeah. So he's got his big guys included in that.
Excuses? Did I say exclusive?
Yeah,
I mean,
no excuses.
I'm
but he's also got one that's like F the carpet monster. I thought that one was pretty funny because we've all lost stuff to the carpet monster.
Yes, we have.
But yeah, go check out what he's got there. He's got some cool stuff. So that is that. Yeah. And while I got my sharing up, there is a couple more things I want to share. So give me just a second.
I need the Jeopardy music. You can do it.
I know. Hold on. I got to find it. Go to the thing and go to the Grown Ass Men Toys podcast and click on that and hit share. I can't. I did something. I'll get this eventually, man. I don't know. I'll get it eventually.
That is not it. You're sharing Windows Explorer.
Yeah, I know. Here we are. There we go.
No.
So I was on Grown Ass. No. What? Seriously?
This is why you guys are here, right? We appreciate it.
Man.
Throw us a like and a subscribe. It'll help Trey get some motivation to learn how to computer.
Anyway. All right. So we'll just go from the fly. I was on the Grown Ass Men Toys podcast, and I did it aired Sunday at noon. Alan's been on the thing. I've been on the podcast as well. Those three guys are awesome. Go check out Grown Ass Men Toys podcast, and you can see a toy room tour of my collection with all the G.I. Joes and Army building and stuff. So go check that out. Go check out Alan's. These guys,
I've got a video there too.
Yep, yeah, he's got a video there too. Go check them out. They do a tour room tour once a week with collectors. And if you want to be on their podcast, all you got to do is send them a message. Hey, I want to show you my collection. And they'll do a toy room tour with you as well. So those guys are great. And, I loved hanging out with them. It was fun to film it because they film it ahead of time. And then they compile it and then they play it. And then we talked all week about it. So it was really cool to do that.
Yeah, they're good guys. They've got a cool vibe. A fun channel to go check out. Get some interesting toy collection, toy room tours.
Mm-hmm.
Mine being kind of like multiple rooms. I will say that mine has already changed. I've already been moving some stuff around, and I got some more stuff that's going to be moving around. So
I left a figure out of my new hotness.
Oh, I know which figure you left out too, you big dude.
I left it out, man.
All right, here we go. Let's get back to it. Hold on. Wait. Just 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I had to. Them's the rules. I don't make the rules. Them's the rules.
So I held this off because I was going to show some clips about why this is what it is. I got a Steel Brigade figure. So if you don't know what Steel Brigade is, Bobby Valla bought the Steel Brigade name, and he has his Steel Brigade figures, but this was a Joe toy. So now when you see the Steel Core, they're kind of modeled after this guy. And there's several different versions. Well, I didn't know that there were several different versions. But I bought this guy. He has the patch. And so the idea with this figure was that you could send off to get him and you could put your information on it. And you were supposed to be the G.I. Joe in this uniform. So you got a file card with your information on it, excuse me, and a patch. So I did get an original Steel Brigade. The backpack is not the original, though. I found that out the hard way, but just asking in the GI Joe group, because this one is a Duke backpack, but they're very similar. They're the exact same backpack. They're just different colors. There are 4 or 5 different versions of this figure. There's a 1A, a 1B, a 1C, and a 1D, and maybe a 1. There's a version 2, which is a completely different color. This is a 1D, and you can tell by the stuff that in the belt and all kinds of stuff. And I had some pictures I was going to share, but you know I have a problem with sharing stuff. But yeah, Steel Brigade. That was the last figure. That's all of it.
Okay.
So that was really cool to add. I didn't think, some of these go for like $100 a figure. I bought it for $20 in a room, and it had some other accessories with it that weren't particularly for that, like a tan jetpack. I'll just put that on another figure and add it to the collection. But
cool.
Really happy to have that Steel Brigade.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked to have gotten Warduke. This is one that I kind of missed out on a couple of times, and I was kicking myself a little bit for it. But the silver lining is I got one of the best looking ones that's complete that I've ever seen. The paint on him is in perfect condition.
And you can't get that on eBay. You can't go on eBay and see. You can see pictures, but going to a con and finding that item and seeing it in hand and having that conversation. Let me look at it. Let me look at everything, and then making a deal.
Totes my goats.
Yeah, it's fun stuff, man.
Yeah, exactly. So we've still got some more content coming. Do you want to dig right into that?
Yeah, let's do fantastic photos.
All right, let's do. Now I feel bad because this is there's no explosions. I mean, damn, I got to do some explosions.
There you go.
I don't know. I'll have to work on that. All right, so I'll go ahead and start. Let me pop right over here and see, Trey. You hit this little share screen button, and then you pick from a list of what you want to use. And so here's one that I came across that I just thought was super cool. It's not brand new. It's from a few weeks ago, but obviously we've got a Monster Force fascination. It is the new hotness, whether that's recency bias or just the fact that they're so cool. I just thought this one looked like real, man. I mean, you barely see like the articulation. You barely see the joints. It's just, I don't know, man. I just think this looks really damn cool. This is by the_Imperial_Grunt. What I haven't figured out is
he's local to North Carolina too. So one day I'm going to meet this guy.
That's cool.
He lives in Fayetteville.
I have not figured out how to get the little QR codes to come up on screen. You need to show me that.
All right, just go into Instagram and take a screenshot of them and make it another picture.
Well, okay. Yeah. Something like that. But so just thought it was cool. And I mean, this is the Delta Red with the red bits on him and stuff. Just super damn cool. So there's that one. I have another one that I'm going to go ahead and show off. This one. So I wanted to show this one off because this is from Patrick Thomas Parnell. He's the guy that we're going to have on next week. These are the figures that he currently has up on his Kickstarter. They look awesome. We saw them in person at Joe Fest. Now that was like very early prototype, no touchy. But I mean, these are being put out by Ramen Toy. And Ace, who we've had on the show, good dude. He knows what he's doing. These are going to be good figures, and they fit in perfectly with your Joes, your Action Force, your Monster Force. I hope. So I will say that the Kickstarter right now, it's got some money behind it, but it has not reached its goal. It's got a little over a week left. And, I've already talked to Patrick about that, and he's got plans. He's got plans, whether it's, do another Kickstarter and try to, get more advertisement. I don't think people are talking about this. And that's why I reached out to him and I was like, man, you got to come on the show. And he was all about it. So, we might have him on a second time, if a new Kickstarter launches, or if, he works something out with Ace to get that going. But there's not just these two figures here. There is also an all black and an all white version of each of these. And there's a comic book, and then there's actually a web comic book. There's a t-shirt you can get that looks super cool. It's like an American flag, but it's got like throwing stars and katanas or something, which I think is pretty slick.
Nice.
So yeah, I just wanted to show that off. I thought that was cool. It's a real nice figure. I think he was on Cato's, whether it was last week or the week before, but seems like a cool dude. And he has had multiple Kickstarters that have gone successfully. He's had multiple other action figures that he's made. He's made Transformers. And again, he's working with Ace on these, and as well as the Titanium Titans. So that's my fantastic photos. You got any you can share?
Yes, do it. We'll figure it out. Learning as we go. Window here, share. Yes,
do it. I see something. I see
something. You see it.
No.
This is
no, I don't.
No? Why?
No. You got to open the photo and then share the photo. Don't share Windows Explorer.
Start sharing. You're killing me, Smalls. It's not there though. That's the thing. Oh, here it is. It's finally there. It's in window. Okay, now
there you go.
There we go.
Everybody, round of applause.
Applause. This is cool. This is.
I pushed the button to make it stop. It just goes.
It keeps going. This is G_Ronin. G Ronin. This is a cool pick.
Oh damn!
You got this version of Cobra Commander. He has the gauntlet. Imagine this crossover. Cobra Commander has the gauntlet, and the Avengers are going to have to stop him, and G.I. Joe, and they got to team up. That's so cool, man.
So that's not Thanos once was a man. That's once was a god.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You got these kneeling troopers down here. It's just I just thought that was an awesome figure, so I had picture, so I had to share it. The soft goods cape works too. Then this one, Iron Man running from Wild Bill and the Dragonfly, the missiles coming at him. Like, yeah, that's all about Iron Man 1 kind of deal, but you got the chopper in the background. So I was really digging that picture. And this one with the Fantastic Four, he's got some custom heads on these guys. And Sue Storm with the shield around. The aliens are coming to attack them.
Yeah, those aliens look good there too.
Yeah, this just really popped for me. I love the effects after the fact, the digital effects still on top of the figure. This just screamed cool to me, so I had to show it off. This is G Ronin. Check him out on Instagram. This is his QR code.
I will check him out because those are good, man.
Yeah, those are really good. So,
and I'm trying to up my Instagram game. So
yeah, man. So there is that. And do you want to go into the rest?
He's got some followers.
Yeah, he's got tons of followers, man.
Yeah.
So we can. I did want to show off. We talked about the Steel Brigade stuff, so I'm going to share it. No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
You can do it.
You can do it. All right, window there. So we talked about the Steel Brigade stuff. So this is my Steel Brigade figure. This is what came with it. Okay. So we talked about the different versions, and I have his name on one of these posts. These are all the different versions of the backpack you can get with the Steel Brigade. This is a Tiger Force Duke. There's a regular Duke, but it's all the same backpack. So you got Airborne, Steel Brigade A, B, C, and D, and then the Gold Steel Brigade. And then you have all the different versions and all the different patch varieties. Yeah.
Make it the biggers. And biggin it.
Control plus control. Enhance.
There you go.
There we
Enhance.
go.
Awesome.
So all the different versions, you can see the belts are different. The straps are different. So all these have different versions, different variations, which is kind of cool. It's like, maybe I want to try to complete this, and that's going to be an expensive venture down the road. But you can see all the different versions, version A, B, C, D, and I have the version D and I have the right gun in the patch, but I got to figure out this backpack situation. So
yeah. So if you got one of those backpacks,
yeah, hit me up.
Straight up.
And then this is a little bit more information with the figure deconstructed, which is really cool. So if you, I'm not sure who did that, but Ryan E. Morrison on the Facebook groups and one of the Joe groups is the one that shared all this. Is where I got that information. So shout out to Ryan for sharing the information when I asked for it in a group. So that was really cool too.
That is cool. So you asked for that, and they.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, I have this version. Can anybody tell me more about what version I have? Because I knew versions were existing, and the people popped the knowledge out there. So it's cool to go down those rabbit holes and find out what that specific toy had different variants and why. And they laid it all out there. And it's just like, hey, this is what I have. And so now maybe, hey, I gotta figure out how I can get the other variants.
Yeah.
So another rabbit hole within a rabbit hole.
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah, I remember because they've actually talked about that on the Toy Federation YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when you came back with that, I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of those, right? You were kind of surprised. And yeah, but no, I think that there's a lot of toys that have those kind of subtle little, variations, just, whoever felt like doing what at the assembly line, whatever day, but yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. So I'm going to go into kind of some, I don't know, here, hold on. I got an idea. I'm going to do a thing. Where is it? Toy news. We've got some toy news that I want to share. I know we haven't done this one in a while. But I think it's going to be worth it here. So the first thing is, as I've been talking about it already, this is the Kickstarter for American Ninja X, Patriotic Stealth Commando. Again, it looks super cool. You've got like the comic book here that I've been talking about. He's got a ton of accessories. Definitely need to go check this one out. Give it a back. I think you're going to love the figures. And here we go. So you've got the black and American Ninja X, and then you've got the white U.S. Assassin. So yeah, and you can see that he's already had a couple of successful Kickstarters going. Let's see I don't know if he's got the T-shirt on here. Let me.
Not all these accessories were there, but we saw these at Joe Fest. They look really good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and so you can see him with the Ramen Racer, which is super cool. And there's some previews of some other stuff on the way. Yeah, he doesn't have the T-shirt here from what I see, but there is a T-shirt available that can kind of come with this. I think it might be an add-on or something. But anyway, super cool Kickstarter, worth checking out.
Nice.
So let me stop that, and then. I also want to talk about, there's another Kickstarter that I want to talk about. Blam. So this is Kits Concepts. This is their first Kickstarter because they're definitely trying to get funding for these figures where they are going above and beyond. So this is Macross, aka Robotech. they've put out some figures before, and now they're trying to make some more on the license. And man, they look really cool. So Nostalgia Unboxed,
Yeah.
aka Johnny New Toys, just did. He's a good guy. He's a local. We know him.
Yep.
He just did like a preview of the battle pod here, and man, it looks baller. So not only are there lights on the outside, but there is a UV light on the inside of the battle pod, and the paint on the controls and everything inside of it are UV reactive.
That's
and
cool.
It looks badass. And plus, the further they go, the more you're going to unlock. You've got a bunch of different figures. Yeah, I mean, they look killer. Okay, here you go. Here's the cockpit. It says glow in the dark, but there is a UV light that I believe that is part of the cockpit that lights that up. So super cool stuff. You've got your 4.5-inch figures that are coming. I mean, I think these guys look cool too. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of, show these off a little bit. I know we're kind of past our standard time, but this only has a few days left. I think it's got something like 7 or 8 days at this point. I'm hoping that we can get some cool unlocks and get this guy, because that looks awesome too. I can't imagine how it's going to.
Has the base funded, or is it still?
I think it's close. It's about halfway there. And we've got 8 days left. So it's teetering, but things really start to ramp up the last few days.
Right.
And I'm just trying to. Me and Johnny are trying to get the word out of this. Where was I? Yeah. So this thing looks awesome. If it has that same treatment and stuff, this is an easy take my money. But yeah, I dug the series. You guys know that I like my mechs, my robots. So just wanted to show this one off. There's a ton to this. There's add-ons where you can get their, I believe these already exist. So I think you can still go out and buy these, but these come as an add-on. Yeah, just cool stuff. And as you can see, they've got some unlocks that they're trying to get to get some more stuff going. Yeah. And then even further waves. So good stuff. Anyway, just
and what is this called again? Justin's asking, what's it called again?
This is on Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is called Series of Robotech Macross Collectible Action Figures and Vehicles. And the company is Kitz Concepts. That's KITZ CONCEPTS. I just threw that in the chat. Kitz Concept, my bad. No S. But yeah, looks really neat. They are already an existing, toy manufacturer, so you're pretty safe on that front. Those guys should know what they're doing. I've seen some reviews of their Veritech, the jet that transforms and stuff. So yeah, they've been out for a while. And yeah, it looks like they're trying to make some more and get some funding for them. And I think they look awesome.
And I think Justin is saying that Johnny Unboxed and Nostalgia Unboxed are two different people.
Yeah, Johnny Nostalgia, Johnny New Toys. I think that's what Mad Hatter calls the Nostalgia Unboxed guy.
Okay.
And yeah, and we know him. He is a local.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Pitch stuff with Jay all the time from
Geek
Dad
Life.
Yep.
Yeah, we see them almost at every swap, or at least
yeah.
I do. So yeah,
they'll probably be there on the 7th. So December 7th at Chromag Toys. Yeah, nice logo. December 7th, Chromag Toys in Raleigh, North Carolina. Check the NC Underground Toy Group for times. It's probably going to be around 11 or noon to 3 or 4. Free to attend, free to set up. Come join us for a toy swap. Bring your stuff, bring your table, set up, have a good time, buy, sell, trade, and hope to see y'all there.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Yep. Trey and I will both be there.
Yep.
You can take our money, or we can take your money. That's the hope.
Way. We're just straight up trade.
Yeah. Or yeah, you can take our money or we can take yours. Whatever works.
Yeah. So NC Underground Toy Swap, December 7th, Chromac Toys in Raleigh.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, everybody, if you could give us the smash the thumbs up thing and give us a subscribe if you haven't already.
Share it out to your friends. Tell people about us. Hopefully you have a good time and come stick around and hang out for the toy fun we have weekly.
We try. I think this was a fun one. It was certainly packed full of action figure goodness.
Yeah.
And again, everybody, thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging with us. We enjoy the hell out of it. And come check us out next time for some American Ninja X behind the scenes news and see what's going on with that. It should be a cool time too. So
thanks, Hobby.
We will see you later.
Thanks, Hobby. One last thing. One last thing. Friday night, 11/29, Black Friday at 9 p.m. Abby's Figure Fight Club will air. He's going to have laser pants. It's Kato. He's going to have some giveaways. We'll be there in the chat. Hopefully, I'll be back from dinner with my parents before that starts. So I'll be there as soon as I can. Go hang out, support Abby, Figure Fight Club. 11/29 at 9 p.m. It's going to be a fun time. So come check that out.
This Friday night, Figure Fight Club.
That's right.
We will be there. The Alliance will be showing up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
We will see you next time.
Later.
Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shells, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I'll flip every aisle, don't care what it takes. For that rare chase piece, I'm raising the stakes. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got them all. Stacked up high, every hero, every ball. Every line, every wave, from the past to the new. It's a bond, it's a crew, we're the real Toy Zoo. Tearing through the packaging, no hesitation. Each piece, a reminder of dedication. We'll call it a phase, this ain't just a trend. These figures got a history, they're my closest friends. Action Figure Alliance, we're staking a claim. Battling for grails, don't care about fame. From the base of the shelves, we're making a stand. This is our world, you don't understand. Paint them, pose them, fix them up right. Customs in the works, we go all night. From the rarest grails to the 2,000 finds. Each one's got a story burned in our minds. Action Figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games.